Welcome back, distinguished connoisseurs of truth, to the inner sanctum of the entertainment world. Welcome to Mr. Magazine. You have tuned into the only digital observatory that refuses to accept the superficial narratives fed to the masses by a cynical press. Here, we dissect the anatomy of fame, we analyze the silence between the flashbulbs, and we stand guard over the truth when the winds of rumor try to blow it away. If you are tired of the fleeting, hollow headlines that treat human emotions like commodities, you have finally found your home. Before we embark on today's seismic journey, a journey that takes us into the heart of a press conference that silenced the critics and rewrote the rules of engagement for Turkey's most beloved couple, please ensure you have subscribed to our channel. For those of you who wish to be the true pillars of this independent journalistic endeavor, enabling us to continue speaking truth to power, we invite you to click the Join button below. Your support is the engine that drives our storytelling. And, as always, your voice is the chorus to our narrative, so prepare your thoughts, for the comment section awaits your judgment. Now, let us turn our gaze to Kerem Bürsin, a man who decided that silence was no longer an option. In the labyrinthine world of the Turkish entertainment industry, where perception is often valued higher than reality and where love is frequently scrutinized through the cynical lens of marketing, a storm has been brewing for months. It is a storm composed of whispers, printed accusations, and televised debates, all centering on one toxic premise, that the relationship between the illustrious Hande Erçel and the charismatic Kerem Bürsin was nothing more than a strategy. For weeks, columnists and commentators have peddled the narrative that their union was a mirage, a carefully constructed PR stunt designed to boost ratings for a new project or to keep their names in the circulation of the algorithm. These accusations, cutting and dehumanizing, generated a cacophony on social media, putting the couple's long-hidden, tender reality under a microscope of skepticism. However, every dam has a breaking point. The vitriol of certain columnists, who claimed with unfounded confidence that this relationship is actually a publicity stunt, did not just annoy Kerem Bürsin, it deeply wounded his sense of honor. For a man known for his gentlemanly conduct and his disciplined silence, the threshold of tolerance was finally crossed. Consequently, the famous actor made a decision that has sent shockwaves through the industry. He stepped into the arena to reclaim his narrative. Kerem Bürsin broke his silence at a small, intimately organized press conference arranged by his own team. This was not a glitzy gala event, it was a tribunal of truth. Witnesses described the atmosphere in the room as thick with anticipation. The tension etched onto Kerem's face was evident as he entered the room, a physical manifestation of the emotional burden he has been carrying. Kerem, whose silence has always been a source of intrigue and mystery, seemed compelled this time by a force greater than his desire for privacy, the need to protect the woman he loves and the sanctity of their bond. As soon as the camera lenses focused on him, capturing the steely resolve in his eyes, he took a deep breath, a breath that seemed to inhale all the noise of the past few weeks, and exhaled a sentence that shattered the air. "I think this is too much." This sentence alone, delivered with a quiet but devastating intensity, was enough to shock the journalists in the room into a respectful silence. It was not a scream, but it carried the weight of a roar. The famous actor proceeded to dismantle this PR narrative brick by brick, emphasizing that the recent deluge of fake news had actively damaged the tranquility of his relationship. He made it unequivocally clear that his experiences with Hande Erçel were never, and would never be, material for a script or a marketing deck. "Hande and I have lived our lives with genuine feelings since the day we met," he declared, looking directly into the lenses that serve as the eyes of the public. "It saddens me greatly that, upon reading the accusations against us, people assume we are just part of a plot." In that moment, he made no attempt to hide his pain or his righteous anger. It was a raw, unfiltered glimpse into the heart of a man who feels his integrity is being assaulted. Kerem's outburst appeared to be a cathartic release, a clear expression of the feelings that had been building up like pressurized steam after his long, disciplined silence. However, the true emotional core of the conference emerged when he shifted the focus to his partner. His comments about Hande Erçel were particularly impactful, painting a portrait of a woman under siege. Kerem explained with palpable sorrow that Hande had been psychologically affected by the relentless barrage of news. he revealed that her decision to stay out of the public eye in recent days, a move often misinterpreted as aloofness or guilt, was actually a survival mechanism against the crushing pressure she had been under. Hande is extremely dedicated to her work and her art, he asserted, defending her professional integrity as fiercely as her personal life. She has never been the target of ridicule from the tabloid press in this way before. But now, some news stories are even affecting her motivation to work. It is truly exhausting to judge and interpret someone's relationship so readily, without knowing the heart of the matter. We must pause here, dear Mr. Magazine family, to reflect on the cost of fame. Do you believe that actors owe the public the details of their private lives, or has the media crossed a line into harassment? We are incredibly curious to hear your ethical stance in the comments below. He emphasized the pernicious influence of the press on Hande's well-being, highlighting a fragility that the public rarely sees behind her glamorous Instagram posts. But the press conference took a darker, more conspiratorial turn when Kerem dropped one of the most shocking details of the meeting. He insinuated, with a dark gravity, that these accusations had been spread on purpose. He stated that he felt certain journalists and perhaps rival factions within the industry were attacking the couple's relationship to gain a strategic advantage for new, competing projects. This was a bold accusation, suggesting a Game of Thrones-style manipulation behind the scenes. We have new projects, yes, he admitted, acknowledging the professional reality. But these projects cannot invalidate our relationship. To declare that our relationship is fake just because Hande and I are working together on a production, now, that is disrespectful. Kerem paused occasionally throughout his speech, carefully choosing his words as if navigating a minefield. He wanted to be clear, but not reckless. Journalists, accustomed to PR-spun answers, were stunned to see this couple, who have guarded their privacy for years, defend themselves with such crystalline clarity. At the end of the meeting, a brave reporter asked the question that hangs over every such declaration: does this statement mark the beginning of a new era in your relationship? What is going on? The famous actor smiled slightly, a smile that contained both weariness and relief, and concluded with a finality that brooked no argument: Hande and I will work everything out ourselves. No outside voice will influence us anymore. Kerem's statements after the meeting hit social media like a bombshell. The digital landscape, often a place of toxicity, transformed instantly into a fortress of support. Fans of the couple, especially those who have long admired Kerem's protective stance, reacted with a strong sense of vindication. Some users commented, "Finally, someone told the truth to the faces of the liars," while others pointed astutely to the media manipulation that has plagued the couple. According to exclusive reports from Hande Erçel's inner circle, the young actress was deeply moved by Kerem's statement. She reportedly felt a surge of pride at the way he stood as a shield between her and the world. The tabloid press, usually stubborn in its narratives, has begun to pivot. It is reporting that some columnists, realizing the tide has turned, are preparing to retract their statements following Kerem's declaration. This statement was not just a defense. It was a territorial marking. It was a declaration of ownership over the relationship. This clear statement from the couple seems to have largely overshadowed any claims of a publicity stunt. The narrative has shifted from "are they fake" to "look how hard they fight for each other." Hande Erçel's silence during the immediate aftermath also drew attention, but it was a silence filled with meaning. Following Kerem's statement, Hande shared a brief but powerful message on social media. "We know we will overcome all challenges together." This sentence was the final nail in the coffin of the rumors. By publicly embracing their relationship and supporting Kerem's words, she presented a united front. These posts revealed that the couple's relationship wasn't based solely on sensationalist rumors or contractual obligations, but was driven by genuine, tested feelings. Another point of discussion in the tabloid press was the specific messaging Kerem employed. His emphasis: "We live our lives according to our own decisions, the only thing you care about are our projects," served as a powerful philosophical defense against the commodification of their love. The couple's stance has had a profound impact on their inner circle. Friends and business associates of Kerem and Hande have reportedly praised their mutual trust and loyalty, affirming their unity in the face of the media's manipulative nature. This declaration, particularly from the couple whom the tabloids had long referred to as a PR romance, signified the replacement of rumors with reality. Kerem Bürsin's statement, which began with "enough is enough," has not only altered the balance of power in the entertainment world but has also taken discussions about the couple's relationship to a new level of maturity. The only question on everyone's mind now is, will this firm stance be the beginning of a more visible, bolder, and freer relationship between Hande and Kerem? Now that the walls are down, will we see them step into the light together, unburdened by the need to hide? Every move the couple makes in the coming days will be closely watched in the entertainment world. But one thing is certain, they are watching back, and they are no longer afraid. What do you think is the next step for this power couple? Should they continue to fight the press, or ignore them entirely? And who would you like us to investigate next? Leave your suggestions and your support for Hande and Kerem in the comments below. If this deep dive analysis gave you a new perspective on the news, please destroy that like button. It helps us immensely. And if you want to support independent journalism that isn't afraid to speak the truth, click Join to become a member of the Mr. Magazine family. Until the next breaking development, stay strong, stay true, and remember, love is the only thing worth fighting for. This is Mr. Magazine, signing off.